Time once again for Feel Good Friday on SportsCenter AM, and Joshua Morales is wrapping up his senior year of high school in Los Angeles. And right around the holidays, everyone in his house came down with COVID-19, leaving Joshua to take care of his family. We're talking meals, chores, doctor's appointments, medical care for his brother, for his parents, and for himself, all while keeping up his grades and doing whatever training he could for the delayed football season. A local law firm heard about his story and awarded him a partial scholarship for college. And then the LA Rams got involved. They surprised him at practice, and they gave him tickets to the home opener at the new SoFi Stadium. And it's good to have Josh Morales with us now on Feel Good Friday. Josh, I want you to take this first question in any direction you want. It could be a how or a when or a where. But with regard to COVID-19 coming into your lives, your life and the lives of your family, how did that happen? How did that start?
It started in mid to early December when my brother first got it, and then about a week later, me and my entire family got it. And from then on, it kind of just took over our lives and changed the direction of how everything was going.
And this is your senior year of high school. You're a student, you're a football player, but then suddenly you have this new title, right? You're a caretaker for your parents and for your family. What specifically was the biggest challenge for you there?
I think my biggest challenge was being able to take care of my parents, but also watching my own health and also maintaining my grades in school and not slipping behind, especially because a lot of work, it was towards when I was having finals for my school. So it was a lot to handle all at once, but I just took it one day at a time. When
did you feel like things had started to turn a corner? Like, okay, I can see the finish line for this struggle for my family right now.
It was probably about a week after the doctors told us that my father would not make it, because they had told us that he's almost not using the ventilator anymore, that he's actually starting to breathe on his own slowly.
Yeah.
And that all his, everything was starting to go up for him. And my mom was finally starting to feel better, and she was slowly getting back to herself, gaining, her strength back, and was in bedridden. She started to move around, and I was like, okay, now we're heading in a positive direction.
Joshua, did you say that there was a point where a doctor said that your father was not going to make it?
Yeah, there was a point where one of the doctors did tell us that there's a chance my father would not make it.
Because he was the one in the family who had to be hospitalized, and then suddenly you're dealing with that bombshell in addition to all of the other things that we've outlined so far. What was your mindset at that lowest point?
It was hard because I did feel very overwhelmed, and especially it was hard on all my family, especially my mother, because they've been together for so long. And I knew I just had to stay strong for my mother because it was hurting her the worst. But it was really hard. I think that was probably the lowest point of everything, because it was just such really heartbreaking news, and it just came out of nowhere. We honestly thought that he was going to be fine and wasn't going to get to that point.
And how is everyone now? Now that we're sitting here first week of June and you're going off to college here in a few months, how is the family doing now?
Everyone's doing great. My mom's back to work. She's doing really, really well. She has no more symptoms or not, dealing with any more problems through COVID. And then my father's doing good. He's almost done recovering. He's actually, I think this month is his final month finally off any oxygen tank usage. And he's starting to slowly get back out there. And we've all been vaccinated now, too. When you look back at the struggles that you've had and that you had to go through for your family, and how now that sort of informs your future, how do you reconcile those two things? I just, it was a lot of great blessings that happened to me, and I'm glad, and I think it's just heading forward, just making sure I put good efforts into my studies and just being the best person I can be, because I'm very thankful for the opportunities I've been given, ever since after my family and me got better from COVID. And maybe it's written across your sweatshirt here, but what's the plan for college in the fall? We are planning USC in the fall. Attaboy. And slumming it, right? Like what's the area of study? It's probably something super easy, basket weaving, something like that. What do we got? No, I wish. Currently I'm undeclared, so I'm keeping my options open, but Beginning of my senior year, I was hoping to do engineering, but I'll keep my options open for now.
Yeah, I read aerospace engineering. I think right now you're minoring in modesty, perhaps. Josh, we really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the time, and best of luck with the rest of your senior year and moving forward into the summer. Enjoy that before college starts up in the fall, all right?
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Coming up tomorrow on SportsCenter.